This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe, and let's get right into the news. All right, so Michael 2 has been officially confirmed. Michael, the movie, has done extremely well. It's got people fainting in the movie theaters. It's got people dancing in the movie theaters. It's Michael Jackson, okay? Now, I recently just saw Ebro talking about, Thriller. Michael Jackson was the McDonald's of albums. Because nobody can tell me what it means. Bro, are you kidding? Like, bro, who's keeping Ebro and Rosenberg? Why do these blogs, they have relationships with some of these blogs, and they keep posting them? Bro, they have the worst takes on things. They're so weird. Like, they hate Drake blindly. And you could say, I hate Meek Mill. I don't hate Meek Mill. Okay, I call out certain things. I like Meek Mill, all right, but I don't like certain things he posts. You could say that about me with a couple things, but I always tell you Meek Mill's a great artist. I just don't like some of the things he posts, right? It's weird, you know? And if you blindly follow an artist and aren't able to criticize them, we can criticize 50 Cent, we can criticize Drake, but it doesn't take away their accomplishments, you know? But a lot of people hate 50 Cent and they hate Drake. Ebro's one of them people, you know? I don't know, man. But anyways, Michael 2 is on the way. Excited for that. And they just say things just to get people talking, you know? Who cares what Ebro thinks, really, honestly? At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Then we got Fetty dropping more songs. I hope he's able to make some type of comeback here, you know? I mean, he's pretty much paid for life. A lot of his songs have gone like double diamond, you know, diamond. I mean, you know, most artists don't get that their whole career. I mean, he did Jim Jones' whole career with one of his songs, and it didn't even go diamond. Because I saw Jim Jones interviewing him recently. Jim Jones was jealous. You could see it in his eyes. He couldn't take it, man. He was like, "Oh my gosh!" I think balling, Jim Jones sales. What did that sell? He said he made $20 million off. Jim Jones is a one-hit wonder. But he's more than one hit. He's an important part of culture just because of Dipset. You know, I mean, without him, Dipset wouldn't have been what it was. But let's see. Jim Jones. Let's see. Rapper. Jim Jones sales. Ballin'. I want to see what that sold. I mean, it's definitely a couple times platinum. It had to be. We Fly High. Royalties. Earnings. Spending. Legacy. There's no sales record? Well, one time I found the sales on it. It was like, I think it's a couple, like 4 times platinum or something like that. Because all of his albums, like Jim Jones, let's see, Poem sales. Let's see how much that sold. Poem sell 106,000 copies the first week. So that one went probably like shy of platinum. Poem. But hey, Jim Jones still took over with very few sales on albums, you know. And he was indie. But signed major deal. Jim Jones signed a major contract where he doesn't own anything. But he's genius, right? And that's because he wanted to try to do it on his own. Didn't involve Cameron, who had been through this kind of stuff. And he probably signed it too fast to just get to work, you know. NBA player Delonte West shows how he's living several months after being sober. I think he's living in like at least he's got a house, man, and he's got a place to live, and he has an EBT card, so he's getting back on his feet, you know. A lot of people have tried to help him, from Mark Cuban to others, you know. He's got that demon inside of him, you know, looking for the next hit. of drugs, you know. So I hope he's able to stay off of that because it's not a good path. Man, this guy is a monster. David met Celeste Rivas when she was 11. Bro. 11 years old and you what? That's so gross, bro. How old was she when she died? 15? Like, still, that's like, what the hell is wrong with you? You're in your early 20s. Who looks at a 15-year-old? You know, that's like crazy. That's insane, bro. Like, there was something really wrong with this guy. Well, I don't know why it took him so long to arrest him, though. So, Rick Ross and French Montana is the stupidest verses ever. French Montana can't hold a candle to Rick Ross's catalog. Even though Drake is a major, like, thing between the two, because Drake did prop these guys up, right? Rick Ross still has an amazing catalog. Stay Schemin' is a record that Ross, as a favor, put French on, because honestly, that didn't make or break that record. I'm just being honest, all right? So Rick Ross, Stay Schemin', Money in the Grave, Drake, Austin Martin Music, that's a Drake song. Hustlin', that's like a pop that for French Montana. Everyday Hustle. Let's see. Here I Am, that's a big record, 83 million. Diced Pineapples. He has a lot of like classic records though. If you go through his catalog, it's just like you can listen to a lot of Rick Ross's albums and he's a vibe. You don't get that with every French Montana record. He's more just chasing a hit. And it's not the same. What I look at it as like French Montana's a hustler and he gets to the money, right? Rick Ross is a hustler, but he also is picking the best beats. He has a good ear, a really good ear for music where it's like not chasing a hit though. It's just chasing a vibe, you know? And even though Rick Ross is a little crazy at times, you know, like he's just chasing clout, you can't deny that he can put a great album together, you know? I wonder if Drake's gonna pop out during that. Like, I wonder if Drake's gonna like just do the business part, or he's gonna like be, because like what Rick Ross did during the Kendrick thing was like, I to me that's unforgivable. You jumped out and just went against me for no reason. Drake is somebody who helped Rick Ross many a times, you know, and you know, you could say, oh well, Rick Ross worked with him in the beginning. Drake was already going at that point. Drake didn't need help at that point. That didn't count. You know, that was jumping on that is what rappers do. The next person that's hot, they want to jump on it. Pause. You know, they just want to jump on the train, you know? Cuz they want to be a part of it. You got to be a part of what's moving, you know? So anyways, I'd be shocked if Drake forgave him, because it's like, bro, this is someone Drake had respect for Rick Ross, thought he would never cross that line. He already with the Meek Mill thing, it was like, why are you getting involved in this? But Rick Ross got involved. That was forgiven, you know? You can't forgive again. Like, Rick Ross was looking for a moment. Everybody was against Drake. He probably thought it was over for Drake. Look at all the people that turned on Drake, you know? There was like 20 people, man, you know? So it's like he probably thought, yo, I'm going to jump on this train. I'm not going to go against everybody else. I'm going to jump on this train, man, and I'm going to get some of this clout off that. That's the highest charting record Rick Ross has had in years. We can all say that, Rick Ross can make great music, but are people listening? Not so much anymore. More into just like his social media presence. And that's fine, you know, but it is what it is. Pooh Icy's dad, Lontrell Williams Sr., says the feds have zero evidence. Yeah, I'm sure. They have no evidence, but, they arrested you anyways, just for fun. I'm sure they have plenty of evidence to charge him with something. This guy is a career criminal, and he didn't do such a great job advising his son. I mean, you let your son crash out, and now nobody is earning a dollar except for Gucci man. You're a failure as a father. Let's be real. Let's be real about it, okay? Just like this guy Boosie, okay? Boosie is a walking hypocrite. He told Gucci, you cannot do music anymore. You're a snitch in his eyes. Okay, well, you're a snitch too. You turned your own brother in on 2 counts, bro. The fraud thing, you said he committed fraud with the contracts with Young Blue. And on top of that, years before that, or around the same time, it was kind of close. You said $300-something thousand was missing for your account, and you said your brother took it, and you turned him into the bank with the cops. You were trying to get your brother locked up twice, bro. Like, and on the Vlad interview, you said he can go to jail. I don't care. Oh, but with Gucci, he should settle it in the streets and let it go. You know, Boosie, that stuff should be highlighted more. You think I'm hating on Boosie? No, Boosie set the parameters himself on himself. But you guys choose to ignore what you want. And it's stupid, you know, and I'm not talking about just you. You know, I'm talking about certain people in the comments choose to look beyond. Boosie set this as this is what it is. That's what it is. And you know what? He fits his own parameters to be canceled. That's it. Or maybe he's just admit to it. Like, you know what? I was a little harsh. Because, you know, certain things as you move on as a street rapper and you're doing business, it's not tolerated. That's all I'm saying. You know? Boosie is a character. Boosie's funny. But, bro, you pick and choose too much, man. You know? Stand on business. All right, so we got Wack 100 and Adam 22 obviously faking another quarrel. Adam screams at Wack 100 on the phone, says, you ain't beating me up. You ain't beating, you know, because this is after this Moose confrontation. Moose is a blogger. Him and Wack 100 don't get along. Adam 22 brought him on the podcast unexpectedly with Wack there. Wack lost it, tried to fight the guy, and then he called Adam out for it on another show calling in. And Wack and him got into it on the phone. Blah, blah, blah. And Wack said, oh, only certain people can fight up there and get their butt whooped. No fighting at No Jumper, but it's okay sometimes with other people. Okay. It's a fake fight just to generate attention, you know. Views are slipping, I guess. And Adam is strict with the views. There can be no views slipping because, you know. So they will. It's like WWE up there. And that's fine. It is what it is. Wack 100 also went off on Meg Thee Stallion, using Klay Thompson to get in the sports circle. Yo, that's funny.
He's an industry bitch. Like,
thank you.
Whatever that nigga woman, something to do. That bitch stuck a nigga dick overnight in the club in the corner off Hennessy. That bitch ain't nothing. We don't. That nigga, he know what it was just something for him to do. Like,
damn, that's pretty harsh. But yeah, I mean, you know. Meg is, I don't know. I don't even know what to say. It's just too much, bro. It's too much. You know, like all of a sudden she's the victim again. You know, it's like, come on, man. You know, just split up and let it be. You know, not everything's for the public. Wack 100 also got pressed by Fat Joe over the stuff he said about Pistol Pete. Called him like interviewing Max B as a rat, and he started going after it. Fat Joe pressed him on that. Like, yo, you went too far, bro. There's a video of it on the internet. Young Buck was in like a little Chevy. 50 Cent says, oh, man. Yeah, man. In a Chevy talking about keeping it real. I wish I was making this up. Yo. Little TJ says there's no issue with Offset. Yeah, okay. I mean, yes, there is. He owes you money. And Slim Thug said he wouldn't date Meg Thee Stallion because he's not looking to get married. She is. He would marry her. He's thirsty for her, bro. Anyways, that's Jordan Tower with JT News. I'll check you guys in the next one. I appreciate you all. I'm sure I'll get plenty of hate about the Boosie comments in the comment section, but hey, it is what it is, man. I mean, I still like Boosie. It's just the real facts, bro. Anyways, share this video. Appreciate you all. Love you. Peace.